Okay, this part now is to do with using the command tools over here, all these blocks, all these coloured blocks. So the coloured blocks control the cat and make it move around the stage. So we're going to make this cat glide and move around the stage, and these blocks are not to be confused with blocks that go into the stage. They've got to be in the cat. So these are going to make the cat move from one side of the screen all the way through to the other. So we are going to use these orange blocks. This is the control block, and we're going to choose this one here. This says when space key is pressed. When we press the space bar, we're going to make it move. So the blue ones are the ones that make it move, and you can see that we've got different blocks, and I just drag them in like this into this area. This is called the script area. So we're going to put them together, and you can see they fit together a bit like Lego. And when they fit together, that makes one sort of program. So we can read it when spacebar is pressed. When space key is pressed, it moves 10 steps. So when you put them together, it makes a little program. So you can see there, it just makes it move. What we can also make it do is we can make them turn and turn in different directions. So if we're going to use a different key this time, let's go and drag this space key in, and this menu where it says space in there, we're going to make it turn right. But because we've already got spacebar, we want to change it to something else, and because it turns right, it turns clockwise, we're going to use one of these black arrows that you can see, the black triangles that you can see on all of them. So I'm going to use the R key because that stands for right, and you can see that it turns the cat around. What we can do as well is we can turn it the other way around. So the opposite to this would obviously be left. So instead of having an R key, we're going to have an L. Let's go and find L. So this time when I press L, it will turn the other way. There we go. So now we've got three commands in there. We can make it go forward, you can make it turn, we can make it go around the screen. What we're going to do though is we're going to make it glide. So you can see there's lots of different things these blue boxes do. These blue blocks do, and we're going to make this glide from one space to the other. What you notice as well is that it's got different areas across the stage. So you can see that when my arrow key goes up and down, that's the Y. So if you nod your head up and down, that says you're saying yes, so it means Y. And if you shake your head from left to right, it means X. So you say no. So no, you shake your head. So what we're going to do is we can move the cat, and when we move the cat around, you can see over here underneath the label the cat is at X 170 and Y 20. So what we're going to do is just put it to 180. We're going to move it exactly to 180. It's going to show you that we can move it quite precisely, and Y equals 0. Now if I double click on this, if I double click on the cat, it tells the blocks here this is the position you want it to be in. So did you see the numbers change? The numbers have changed now to exactly where I wanted it to go. So we're going to make this cat glide from this position when we click the green flag. The green flag just means go. So you can see over in the top right hand corner there's a green flag, and that just means it starts everything. That's the big start. The red button means stop. So when the green flag clicks, that's where the cat's going to begin. And then our cat is going to glide for 1 second to the other side of the wave. So it's going to pick it up and move it. And remember, double click on the cat now, and it will change the numbers to 196 and 3. And it will change my numbers over into this glide block. and we need something to set it off. So let's go back into the controls and put a key in. And we're going to change it to S for surfing. So we're going to make the cat surf. It's going to click the green flag. Restart it. So now we've got all our blocks together now. We've got 5 different commands, different programs, 5 different little mini programs. And it's going to glide for 1 second from one side to the other. Now we can make it go faster and slower. If we can change the numbers inside these little white bubbles. Start it from the beginning, and S should make it glide. And that's a bit fast at the moment, so we can slow it down by changing the number in these little white bubbles. I'm going to swap them over to start with, so we get the cat going the other way. And let's say we're going to change it and glide for 3 seconds, so it looks like it's surfing properly. Change that to 3, and because we've put a bigger number in there, it's going to take longer to glide now. So press S, and now it surfs a little bit slower. That's it. That's how to make it move and glide.